best I can with what I got.
Oh!
All right, so let's get started. Luther. So the Luther Estate is releasing the 20th anniversary edition of his last. Oh Lord, that was his last concert. Okay, his last concert in 2003, which was like around. I think it was like 3 or 4 days of Valentine's Day. And it's going to literally be the, on February 10th, it's going to be this expanded version of his concert, the live album that I absolutely adore. I was listening to it, like, to prepare myself. And because I've listened to it like a billion times, but I absolutely adore this album. And I think I love the first part of the album. It's very like, I guess it's like the hits, but like some new hits. Yeah. It's like the hits, but like new hits. And it's just like beautiful. Like his voice, it just puts you in like a sad, beautiful mood. But anyways, now, what am I trying to say? Work It? What song is that? Anyways, so there's like 4 new songs. It was done Valentine's Day weekend, or the Valentine's Day days, and it was at Radio City Music Hall. They're adding 4 new songs. Power of Love, well, not adding, they're releasing a couple of new songs that weren't on the set list, or that weren't on the original track for whatever reason. I don't understand that. See, I don't understand that, and I hate it, because why aren't you giving us the full experience? Like with Patty, her live album in 1991, that album is like 45 minutes. And I'm like, no, I know a regular ass Patty show is a good 2 hours, almost 2 hours. So I'm like, why did they release only 45 minutes of this? And I remember, I was thinking like, who did I talk to that told me they had more songs to it? And it would dawn on me, just give me a little side note right quick. I'll talk about Patty. The documentary producer, or whoever put the documentary together that's called From Gospel to Soul, I had emailed them about something, and I was like, I think I asked him, like, do you have any more of the Patty songs? And he's like, well, no, I don't, but the Patty, because I'm like, there's no way there's only 45 minutes of this show. And he was like, no, the Patty LaBelle Estate has it. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, does the estate have it, or is it like a record label situation? I don't know. But anyways, there's more to Patty, and there's more to Luther, and they're releasing Luther's. So, any day now. Power of Love, Love Power. That's what the album begins with, or the concert had begun with. But they had told us it was, I think, Never Too Much. Yeah, I think it was Never Too Much. Power of Love, Love Power. I'm stupid excited. I'm fucking excited. I love that song. That's my favorite song. My favorite Luther song. Like, yeah, like top 5, and it's not 3, 4, or 5, or 2, 3, 4, or 5. It's my favorite Luther song, and I'm so excited to listen to that one. Never Too Much. Oh, and there's like the banter, his spoken word banter that you hear in it. Going Out of My Head. Going Out of My Head? Oh, new track. I was like, that's not on there. Going Out of My Head. Stop to Love, Love Won't Let Me Wait. That's my fucking jam. I don't think I've ever heard that song until this album. And baby, that saxophone, the slowness of it, just, oh my God. Any Day Now, that's a new track. I Going out of round and round, day and night, night and day. Oh my God, okay, I got excited. I was just like, wait, I love that song too. I think some of my favorite Luther songs are like sort of gospel-y, if that makes sense. I think those two, Love Power and Going Out of My Head, have like that like sort of gospel call and response, go around and round and round and round, lyrics type thing. Any Day Now. I've never heard that song and I went and listened to it. Luther has an issue. Luther will make a 5-minute song with like 3 different melodies and 100 lyrics, and it's just like, child, please wrap it up. I don't like that song. I'm not excited, but I listen to it. Say It Now. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's the up-tempo that I adore. I'm excited for that one. I'm really excited for that one. Say It Now. I'm excited for the spoken word. What is he going to talk about? If Only for One Night. Oh, see, I don't know what this is. Because Creepin' is not the last song on that album. So they actually mumble jump. They press shuffle on the original album. I don't know if this is, we'll have to wait and see. Because I'm like, is this the real one? Is this the official set list that was at the show? Or was this the set list that somebody just made up? Because Creepin' is not the last song on that album, but it makes sense the way Creepin' is like this big dramatic moment. It makes sense. We'll have to see. They had released, what did they release? They released, I'm excited for Take You Out. I haven't heard it already. I think I'd Rather. Yeah, they had released I'd Rather. And they had the little banter in the beginning of that one. A little more banter than what is already on the track. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this 20th anniversary. Are you ready? Because I am. Also, they have released some really cute merch for Luther. The expanded version. Like this Valentine's Day picture of the shirt. It said, you can't have LV without, you can't spell love without LV. Oh my God, that is the fucking cutest thing ever. I'm excited. They had some really cute merch. Shout out to Luther. You know, every time I listen to Luther, I get really sad because he is like such an intricate part of like my being, and like that's through my mother. Not my being, but like my soul, my musical soul. And it's like really sad that this man isn't here anymore, and how it ended, and his whole life. It's just like, oh my God, it's too much. Okay, what else do I let me move on, because I'm not about to sit here and do this. Oh my God, Madonna, her shit is canceled. Madonna's going on tour. Remember, I told you, everybody knows this, but I was like, you know, it's like, I'm not paying to go see Madonna. Madonna's on tour. And because she's going on tour, they're saying that she's not going to be able to, well, they're saying because she's going on tour, she's canceling the movie. Now, Madonna was going to direct the movie, write the movie, produce the movie, star in the movie, you know, the whole thing. So, the movie is scrapped, and I'm really like, wow. Like, girl, you can't do 2 things at once. And it's really fascinating that, not fascinating, I'm not surprised that people want to see Madonna. Do I want to see Madonna? No. I don't. And no, I'm just sad that the movie's not being made. It's like shocking. It's very shocking news. But shout out to Mariah Carey. Don't let this happen to you. What's up with the Mariah story? I see it on Netflix. Give us like a good 4 parts. I'm excited for that vision. That's probably, we don't know what's going to happen. But anyways. Madonna tickets. Somebody, I was just looking at Instagram and somebody had posted like, I don't want to go see, oh, they're saying America because something's going on with Ticketmaster being sued and Live Nation and shit. I can't keep up. But somebody was saying that looking at tickets, tickets in America are more expensive than tickets outside of the country. And I was like, whoa. That's crazy. Because they were like, you'll spend thousands of dollars to be up close. But she said she went and saw Beyonce at the Formation tour, and it was like $100 or something. I was like, oh. And she was up close. And I was just like, oh. Which is very true, because looking at Janet tickets, who else tickets were I looking at? I think I was looking at Janet. Somebody else I was looking at. Oh, them Carrie Underwood tickets, them Lady Gaga tickets. They were like, no, specifically the Janet. The Janet tickets were like very pricey for like the first like 12 rows. And I'm just like, I don't understand this. Like, I have a cap on shit. I'm not paying more than $400 to come see, Beyonce shake her ass. I don't mean it like that. But I'm not paying like a shit ton of money and I'm not getting anything out of it but, an up close thingy for like an hour. That's why I don't understand why people pay thousands of dollars to go see somebody and you're not getting like a meet and greet. You're not getting free shit. Like, well, I guess it's not free if you're paying thousands of dollars. Yeah. But I just don't understand that. Like, it's weird. I would find it very weird if I was an artist and the ticket prices for like anything are like $1,000 for you to come see me. Like, I would be very weirded off by that. Like, how weird? It's weird. But I understand you gotta make your money. But also, if the tickets are like cheaper in other countries, America is just the scammiest of all scams. Speaking of ticket prices and stuff, I've been on this like little Michael Jackson journey. I'm not a huge fan of Michael Jackson, but like knowing the details are really fun. So I was looking at his touring, right? I did not know Michael only had 3 major tours in his life. His solo shit was like 3 major tours. I was like, what? And then 2 of the tours were only international. He did not play any in the United States. I think I knew this, but refreshing my memory, it's fascinating. And I'm guessing, it's because of his I guess, quote unquote, the way America treated him. But I'm like, your fans in America are different. But also, Madonna did that with the Girly Show. When she was doing Erotica and Justify My Body, when all that shit came out in the early 90s, she didn't do any American dates. Or did she? Either she did, I forget. Either she did like 3 American dates, or like a couple American dates, or she didn't do any. And the rest were like Australia, Japan. He spent a lot of time in Japan. Like, child, and stadiums. And then it's funny because I was looking like, when did he start doing stadiums? His stadiums started internationally, but in America, he was doing arenas. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. But shout out to Michael, because, I don't know. Like I said, I would think you would do it for your fans. And then it's so funny, like, listening to interviews. I've been watching a couple of interviews, and he's like, the fans are like, when are you going to do a United States show? And he's like, oh, we're working on that. I'm like, this is a little liar. Michael lied a lot. All right, so Beyonce did her show in Dubai. Do I have anything to say about it? I only have, what I have to say about it is her parents' reaction. So, I didn't know Tina was there. Was Tina there? I don't know if Tina was there. She didn't post anything. You know, Miss Tina loves to post, baby. I don't know if she was there. It seemed like they made it seem like she was there, but I didn't see any, like, evidence. I know Angie was there. Jay was there. I'm guessing, you know, the children were there. Kelly wasn't there. Like, her family was there. Kelly wasn't there. Her son's birthday was, like, a couple of days ago. Shout out to Noah and Titan. They're the cutest. Noah is, like, a replica of Titan. They have, like, the cutest features. They look like both of their parents. It's so cute. But anyway, Matthew was there too. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting to. Matthew was there. So ever since Beyonce told us about their relationship, I have been so skeptical of Matthew, and I have been so critical of Matthew. Like, dude, please get it together. Dude, please be right. Please act right. I don't want you and her to be falling out. Y'all are family. You're 70. Let's get it together. Matthew is like the unofficial spokesperson for the family. For some reason, he over there talking to TMZ, and I'm like, did he call TMZ, or did TMZ call him? Did she know about this? Like, I'm screaming. I just want them to be okay. And if she's okay with it, I'm okay with it, but I'm still, like, side-eyeing him. But Matthew was like, they both, actually, it's funny. I think it was a little setup. I don't know what fans were talking about, what LGBT fans were, like, talking about Beyonce being over there. But, you know, Dubai has this homophobic dictatorship. There was, like, the World Cup, I think, or World something was over in Dubai, and a bunch of artists pulled out of performing over there because of the laws about women and the homophobia. There's just a lot going on over there. And so, and then there's, like, the Housewives of Dubai who, like, downplayed how the LGBT community lives over there. So I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, so TMZ asked both Matthew and Tina, because Tina was walking around, but this was like 2 days after her performance, a day after the performance, I'm not sure. So I'm like, did she make it back that quick? If she's out and about doing errands, if she's not jet lagged? Like, it wasn't making sense. So I don't know if she was there or not. But she was like, yeah, it's beautiful. I love the performance. And then they asked her, what do you think about her performing in this homophobic country with this dictatorship? She's like, I don't want to talk about that. Or I'm not going to talk about that. And she kept walking inside. And I'm like, Richard, say something. I'm like, damn, why does TMZ always have to fuck the mood up? But anyways, Matthew was talking about it, and he was like, she's bringing people together. And I'm like, Matthew, it's an opening of a hotel. Like, we're not curing the homophobia. Matthew was taking a little far. He's like, she's bringing people together, and, you know, she's a beautiful performance. I forgot what else he said. But then she was like, and she's gonna announce the tour when she's ready. And I'm like, I don't think that's how that goes, because I'm sure stuff is booked, and if it's booked, you either gotta cancel it or you gotta do it. So it's like, you don't announce stuff when she's ready. Also, they were saying she had a foot injury. Now, the only reason why I would think she had foot surgery or foot injury is because of these tiny ass shoes she was wearing. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I don't believe it. But that's the only believable thing, because she wasn't dancing a lot. The costumes are very extravagant. And the little kitten heels, I was just like, oh, okay. And there's like no footage of Crazy in Love would just dance heavy. Naughty Girl would just dance heavy. She did a little dancing on Beautiful Liar. Like, where's the rest of the footage? All we're seeing is this beautiful exposing herself as the sounding little voice tweaker, pitch tweaker, or whatever, on Drunken Love. The little bit. That part, I'm thinking that's her now, because she ended up doing this like extravagant vocal styling, vocal warm-up ending to Drunken Love, and then she like replicated the beginning, and I'm like, oh, is that you? Like, why are you now just telling us that's you 10 years later? Oh my God, 10 years later, she's just not letting us know. Who is doing that? Like, what is her fucking issue? I love it though. Anything else I have to say? Oh yeah, you don't just like decide to go on tour when you're ready. Like, you have to book stuff, and I'm guessing this is the summer Renaissance tour. So since this is the summer Renaissance tour, who knows when the summer will happen, but y'all be careful with these stadiums, and take note from Gaga. Maybe next time I'll give like what I think she should do for this tour music wise. I don't know what the set list is gonna be. I don't have an idea what the set list is gonna be compared to like this set list that we just had with Beautiful Liar and At Fucking Last. Like, girl, why are you singing At Last? And a bunch of stuff from the Gift soundtrack. I don't know what this Summer Renaissance tour is going to be, but maybe on the next podcast I'll give my thoughts and ideas and hopefulness to it. But take note from Gaga and close the stadium door. I mean, close the stadium hood. The what is it? The roof. The stadium roofs. Go to Miami and early. Start in Miami. Don't end in Miami. That's all I have to say. What else do I want to... I think that's all I have to say about Miss Beyonce.
Next car, honey, next car.
So, my favorite singer, who I've talked about on the show, on the Dare Show podcast many, many times. Sorry, I'm not meaning to do that. Many, many times is Joss Stone. And Joss is going on tour to commemorate her 20th year. Yeah. 20th year. She calls it 20 years of soul. 20 years of soul. And she's going on tour, but she's not coming to America. Well, the tour dates so far weren't in America. It was a bunch of European dates, and Mexico, Latin America. I guess, actually where she's actually, big at. But maybe she'll come back to America and do some American shows. And so she had like put up a set list, or like a questionnaire type thing, or I guess make your own set list from the album. I think she's doing 20 songs. I'm not sure, but it was like a little like set list questionnaire thingy on her website. I went to go pull it up now, and it's not loading. It's just like a giant picture of her face in the background. So her IT department needs to check on that. So anyways, so I didn't want to make a set list, but I love Joss Stone. I didn't want to make a set list, but I'll give you my... Wait, let me go back to it. I'll give you my... I'm going to rank her albums. Okay? And this is kind of easy for me. Just a little difficulty, but she doesn't have that many albums, so it was a little bit more easier to do. Other than, like, a Madonna or Mariah Carey. Number one, I could not choose because I adore two albums. They're both like really good music, really good lyrics. Not that she doesn't have any like good lyrics. I mean, not that any of her okay, I'm not even gonna get into it. Okay, let me just tell you. Okay, number one, I couldn't choose because honestly, introducing Joss Stone raised me. It raised me, and I love like the feeling, and it brings me. It's such a listening to certain music and certain albums are very nostalgic and brings back like specific memories, road trips, or walking to school, or doing whatever. So introducing Joss Stone raised me, and so that's one. Okay, and then 1.5/1 is Color Me Free. So Color Me Free and Introducing Joss Stone are both like my favorite Joss Stone albums. Okay, so number 2, I have Water for Your Soul. Okay, so this doesn't count, but number 2, I have Water for Your Soul. Now, number 2 and number 3, I couldn't choose, but I think because I've strayed away a little bit from LP1, which I really do love, has some really great songs on it. Really, really great songs. Now, there are a couple songs, that I've grown to choose not to listen to or choose to skip sometimes, or it's like, compared to that song, I'll choose this song on this album. But on LP1 really, LP1 raised me too. That was like that crazy time where she just like put out this record and she was like going through the label stuff and she's being very open about it. I loved it. It was dramatic. It was really great, really, really great music. So I couldn't choose between LP1 and Water for Your Soul, but Water for Your Soul is number 2. Water for Your Soul, Water for Your Soul. So I think that's how that goes. Water for Your Soul has some really, really great melodies, some really great hooks, really great lyrics. The music is really great, great vocals. So that's what that one is. So number 4 on my Joss Stone ranking album list is The Soul Sessions Volume 2. Now, number 5 is The Soul Sessions, the original one. I picked that order because I actually do feel like it's a great progression. So The Soul Sessions is this Volume 2 is actually a really great modern, really great progression to the Volume 1. Volume 1, I think that's the album that brought her into the world. I love it. Really great songs on it. Some songs I don't want to listen to anymore. No, I think that's on Mind, Body, and Soul. Mind, Body, and Soul is number 6. Mind, Body, and Soul is... I don't go to that album at all. Like, it's on the playlist, but I don't listen to it at all. I prefer like her live versions of her. I feel like, her voice definitely got better. I don't know what her voice really sounds like now, but her voice definitely got better through like growing up, through the years. A little cigarette, a little drink, helped along. I don't know. I'm not going to go there. But Mind, Body, and Soul, definitely on the list at number 6. Yeah, I don't listen to it a lot, but it does have some like really great songs on it. But that album is so fucking long. Oh my God. Number 7 is her current album that I do not listen to. Do I like any song off of that album? I don't. You've heard me complain about it, how it was just like supposed to be like this throwback to a specific time with specific writers, but I feel like it got stuck, and it's a throwback that is not modern. You got to make it modern. You can't just throw up. You got, Christina did the hip hop and the sounds of the 30s, 40s, and 50s, but it was hip hop that made it modern. Like, there's some element of it that you have to make it modern. And Never Forget My Love. How ironic. But anyways, that's my ranking. What are your favorite what's her name? Joss Stone. What are your favorite Joss Stone albums? Definitely, like, I always go to, if I want to listen to Joss Stone, I'll go to LP1 or I'll go to Introducing. Like I said, those albums really raised me. I love those songs off of those albums. She's been posting like little throwback pictures and clips commemorating and getting everybody excited for this tour that she's going to go on. Hopefully, like I said, she comes to America, because I would go see her sing some of these deep cuts. Not that Joss doesn't do deep cuts. Joss does deep cuts. That's one thing that is really great about her artistry, and she loves the music that she makes, and she loves the stories, and she'll tell you the story, and she'll sing the songs, like, or if she remembers. I think, yeah, at some point, she's like, I don't think I remember that song. But Joss loves the deep cuts, and I love her for that. Because not a lot of people do the deep. They always want to do, you know, your hits. It's like, okay. I was about to say a certain artist. I'm going to leave it alone. Yeah, she posted like Bruised But Not Broken. You know what songs I really don't like? Her early up-tempos, like Digging on Super Duper Love. Like, girl, I don't want to hear that song. Even though I feel like I'm so fake that live, I'm down for it. Like, I was definitely down for Hold My Hand at the, what was it? The Chromatica Ball. I was slightly down for it. I was just like, questionable. It's very questionable how I felt at the moment. Did I like it? Did I not like it? But at the end of the day, I do like it. But anyways, if you want to chat with me, I'm on Instagram at MyLoveMyNeedTonight. Spotify podcast, Apple podcast, Anchor is where I record. YouTube is where I'm at also on the Dare Show. Thanks so much for listening. Leave a comment. You don't have to subscribe, even though that does, help. But you can leave a comment. You can share it, whatever. Leave a comment on what you think. If you're a Joss Stone fan, let me know what you think about her. What did you know? Let me know what you think about this tour. Thanks so much for listening. I deeply appreciate it.
And I have this fierce single that Sammy McKinney and these little guys put together, baby. I got a single that'll make you jump up and dance. And if you can't dance to that, you got a hole in your soul, okay?